What's up, everybody? We have a pretty scary Wordle ahead of us. Our potential 74-day streak could be in jeopardy because when I hit the play button, I'm about to tell you that today's Wordle requires that we have to have two blank rows. Okay, two rows where we have no greens or yellows. That's going to be very scary and quite challenging. We did do it successfully on the practice Wordle. I always like to do a demo after the Wordle solve so that you know exactly what to do for the next day's challenge. So stay tuned because after we do this challenge, I'll show you what's in store for tomorrow. I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday, and that is we'll start with sleep. What's the idea behind it is I don't want to just right off the bat do two junk words because you could actually get a colored tile from them. So instead, let's start off with a spectacular word and inch our way towards the answer. And once we're confident we have it, hopefully by like guess 3, then we can insert those two blank rows. So let's start with sleep. Okay, so. I mean, it gives some information, but not a whole lot. Now, if I can remember, I created an algorithm that allows you to play off of slate and the colored tiles. What is the best word in this case? I think it's something like posse. We do want to position the S. We get the O in there and the P. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, that was really good. Okay. Now you have to use your memory. We had worse. We had moose. We had goose. Let's see. What are all the... Oh, and then we have the OUSs. Oh, and the OUIs. Ouch. Maybe what we need to do... shoot. Oh, this is going to be a tricky one. We have had a lot of them, though. We've had horse. We've had worse. We've had mouse. We've had rouse. And we have to get two blank rows. I could probably fairly easily create them right now. Yeah, obviously, I could do something like, I could literally do splat, couldn't I? No. Yes, because, no, it'll give me another yellow S. But you get the idea. I could do something like with the PLAT. My concern is that we still have a lot of possibilities here. Let's see, do we need to, let's ask ourselves if we need to test the O in the third. So we've had moose. Okay, there's noose. I don't think they're going to have that, okay, for obvious reasons. I just don't think they're going to have the word noose. I wouldn't be surprised if that word was eliminated. And we had goose. Yeah, actually. I actually think that we don't have to worry about the O, a double O. So now let's try the I. We obviously don't have the poise. We had noise. Yeah, we had noise recently. This isn't that bad. So we got rid of the O, the I. So now it's basically a U or possibly the R. So let's go through our U's. We had rouse. There could be douse. I'm going to be honest. I'm not 100% sure about house. We may or may not have had that. So I'll keep that as an option. But then we definitely had mouse. So far, we really just have douse and house. That's pretty cool. All right. And then the R. We had worse. We had horse. I suppose it could be Morse, like Morse code. That's all I see there. And I just want to check a few others. And then I think we could do a really good test word. That should get us our answer. And then we'll do two blank rows. Just going through here. Yeah, what are we going to do here for our test word? We want to do maybe the D and the H for douse and house, maybe the U just to be sure, and maybe the M for the Morse. We want the R. Boy, it'd be really cool to get a word out of that. I mean, we could do drum. Actually, drum's not bad. Basically, drums. That's gonna. I mean, first that'll tell me for sure if it's OUSE. I think drums is pretty good. So I guess we're going with house. I got to be careful. I just want to check that there's nothing else that could go there. Yeah, because we. I mean, I already know we had mouse, but that got rid of it. So I think we're good to go with our 2 blank rows, right, guys? I just want to be super careful that I'm not overlooking anything. Because house sort of does kind of sound a little bit familiar. Yeah, I think we got house. I guess I'll go with my 2 blank rows. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm slightly scared. There could just be some weird word that I could be, like I'm going through them all, and I don't think I overlooked anything. But like I'm just thinking, could there be a couse, coos, voos, bouse, now snow, couse, jouse, house? That's what we think it is. Gouse, no. Fouse, no. We don't do the S. It wouldn't be I or you. Youse, no. Wouse. No, I think we're good. I mean, if it's something else, there goes my streak, so be it. But I think we've exhausted everything. So let's do 2 blank rows. What could we do for our 2 words? We could do, how about if we were to do, how about, I don't know. I mean, actually, what would be kind of clever would be to get rid of some letters that, yeah, just to be sure that it's not house, right? So we could get rid of like what would be the ones that I'd be most concerned about? The C, and maybe I don't know. I mean, I think we're good. We could do cribs. Yeah, we'll do cribs. No, we don't want to do cribs because then we get a yellow S. How about if we were to do croup? Nope, that's being stupid. What if we were to do crick? Okay. And now we could get rid of something with the F and the G. Manga gets rid of my N and G, just to be safe. And now it should be house. I'm just double checking that I can't possibly be overlooking anything here. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter. So is the answer to today's Wordle the word house? Yes, it is. Okay, good. And there you go, guys. I know that seemed kind of like, come on, dude, get the thing over with. But you understand my predicament. I just want to be a little careful, kind of tiptoe it. And look at that beautiful 2 blank rows. And that's because we did everything within our power to figure out what that word was up front. That's my strategy. You might do it differently and just get the 2 out of the way. But I sort of feel like that kind of like, puts you in a hole. Okay. Are you guys ready to see what is in store for tomorrow's challenge? Here we are, guys. Okay, so for tomorrow's challenge, what are we going to do? Sometimes I like to play these off the top of my head. We did more yellow than green 2 days ago. Today we did 2 blank rows. What would be fun for tomorrow's challenge? I think we should do something like, all right, guys, I just thought of this literally as I was getting the Wordle screen up. All right, this is a good one. I don't even know. I'm making this up as we go. I'm going to be doing it in real time with you guys. We've never done this one before, but I think this will be super cool. You have to go like this. Each guess must alternate between each half of the alphabet, okay? So A through M represent the first half of the alphabet. Those are the first 13 letters. N through Z represent the second half. So your first guess must contain only letters from the first half. And then your second guess must contain only letters from the second half. Your third guess must contain only letters from the first half, so on and so forth. So they have to alternate, and then hopefully you will be able to get the answer. This one seems kind of scary, doesn't it? So what are we going to do? I mean, badge is pretty good. Those are definitely all in the first half of the alphabet, right, from A through M. What would be stronger than that? Probably to get maybe a C. So you could do the word cadge, which means to borrow something without the intention of giving it back. That's pretty good. You probably would want the L. You can't get the N because the N starts the second half. So maybe something CLEA and D. Decal. There we go. Okay. I like decal a lot. Okay, so an A and an L. That's actually pretty decent. All right. And now guess what, guys? This is going to be very challenging because I can't use those because they're, I'm on my second guess. Remember, for the second guess, we now have to go to the second half of the alphabet, which is N through Z. Okay. So N, O, P, Q, R, S. Okay. So the good news is we definitely want the STR type words. And we could do something like with N. So STRON would probably be the best ones possible. We could, of course, get the U in there as well. So you could go either way. How about if we were to do routes? I mean, N is probably pretty good too, but that's pretty good. And those are all from the second half of the alphabet. We got a T and an S. Nice. Okay. So we have a 4+1 on scramble. I feel like there's going to be a lot of options here. But now we're back to the first half of the alphabet. So again, it's only from A through M. All right. So we probably want to get our A position. That would be a very good strategy, right? We want to get that A positioned. So I want to do a word probably like this. I think that would be very smart. We don't have to stay in hard mode, so we should try to include a few extra letters, because I do think we're going to probably need another vowel. We want the I. Here we go. I think a vowel is pretty good, okay? No, we can't do a vowel. I would lose the challenge. Why? Because V is in the second half of the alphabet. It has to be in the first half. So, shoot, that's too bad. Aback. Actually, isn't bad. I mean, it's basically strictly for placing our A, right, guys? But I think that's important. And all those letters are in the first half, right? K comes before M. So let's go with aback. Good. Our A is positioned, and there's only one. And so now we can actually start to sort this out, can't we? I mean, one thing that comes to mind would be stall. One thing that comes to mind would be stall. In fact, I'm almost certain it has to be that, because the S and the T have to go up front. Remember, your answer, of course, can violate the challenge because you have to, finish off with your answer. Yeah, I think I like stall. There's no way that the S would go there between the A and the L. The T obviously doesn't. It says so. And so the ST would go up front. You wouldn't do TS. I think we're going to go with stall. I'm just going to double check. Is there anything else that would go between the A and the L? It's not stale, STAIL. I think we got it, guys. So, right, let's go. Was the answer to this particular infinite Wordle the word stall? Yes, it was. So that wasn't that bad after all. That is super fun. And there you have it, guys. So you get the challenge. First guess must be from the first half of the alphabet, which is A through M as in Mary. Second guess must be from the second half of the alphabet, which is from N, Nancy, through Z. And you just keep alternating like that. And yeah, we'll see how that goes tomorrow. That'll be a little bit of a challenge, but I think that'll be super fun. And there you have it. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next challenge edition of Wordle with Art.